A11. And we're playing with piston rings and sanders.
Yeah, and Dan's back. And Bree.
Hello.
And Max is always here. And Andy's getting my phone charger. Dan.
Yo.
Tell us what we are doing.
We, and Max, are taking this really, really fiddly little thing and we're measuring the size of this little hole. And we can conclude that this is currently needing a tiny bit more sanding, love.
A tiny bit more, okay.
So we're putting it on our wonderfully professional jig here. That should be enough.
So what Dan is trying to make sure here is that they are still perfectly flat and we're not rounding it over.
Looks alright. So,
and then popping it back into...
Pop it back in there. We've got the piston of wonder.
Use the piston to make sure that it's perfectly flat.
There we go.
Like that. And then using the feeler gauges, and we'll check that we're actually at 17 thousandths.
Oh man. Alright,
just...
We're definitely...
So 15.
15.
Yeah, goes in
but
easy.
Can we get the extra 2 in there?
Now, we shouldn't really sandwich 2 together because it's got to make it a little bit thicker. Because so I reckon, yeah. Your fingers and thumbs.
Yeah, this sucks.
And Andy's here. The chief engineer.
Supervising.
It's really not going in.
That's what she...
I think it might need more love.
Sorry, mate.
Let's have a little look.
I think
Because although we're pushing them together, there's still be a tiny bit of gap.
Yeah.
The set that this came from really should have a 17, right?
Okay, yeah, maybe go for a smidgen more then, Dan.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I see the set that this came from?
Where's the set that they came from? I've got to hold the camera up really high for you. Alright, okay. Andy, what are you doing?
So we're taking the con rods and we're connecting them to the pistons.
Okay, and how are we doing that?
Well, the first thing we're doing is we're putting in the retaining clip here.
Yeah.
Then we're putting the bearing through the end of the piston.
So that's this lovely guy here.
Through the end of the con rod, the little end.
Okay.
Obviously, not the big end. That'd be silly. And then finally we're going to put another retaining pin at the end.
Okay, alright. So just hold this and I'll just slide this one on here so we can see, and then the clip goes in. So we've already got the... You see okay, yeah? So we've got to clip this end. Yeah. I'm going to take this guy, start this side. So this should be like precision perfect, yeah, okay. So that's in there. Take the next con rod. Position that in there, push it all the way through, little jiggle, and then push that down, and then with one of those pliers, just get that like that, so we can squeeze that, and then as we squeeze it, it should come in like that.
Easy.
And that is a piston assembled. Need to put the rings on it, but
yeah,
ring shop is working over there.
Number 1 rings are all
We've done
done.
the 1 rings.
Okay,
so the
number 2 rings.
plan for us, right?
Yeah.
We would like to take the number 1 rings out, take the next ring off that, so we can shove the number 2 rings down further, which will be more realistically where they're going to live.
No, I've already taken the number 1 ring off. Hey,
yeah.
You stop the video.
Oh yeah? Alright.
Yeah, but the
well, hold it. Alright, so piston rings have a top side, and these things are a couple of quid, so I'm well worth it.
What are these things called?
Ring splitters, how about that?
Right. And they're a couple of quid.
Yeah. And this is the top ring. You just expand that out so it will fit over into the groove and release. And that's top one on.
Nice.
Okay, we'll do the rest.
This is the glamorous side of the...
That's it, scrub it clean.
Yeah.
What are you cleaning, Andy?
Get down deep in there.
I'm cleaning the cam bearings.
Cam covers.
Cam covers, that's it.
Let's see them. Look at that. Mostly clean.
Mostly.
Now make them completely clean.
Oh yeah.
Boiling.
Right. Rings are happy. Well, rings 1 and 2 are happy. And now we need to do the oil rings to 15.
Yes, the bottom rings to 15. It's quite a lot of silence in the video. Okay, so piston rings. Start with the big oily one. That can go on there like that, and the butt joint on that one will face the back. And there you go. So all these have been properly filed, I think, by Dan and Bree. That goes in at the bottom. So because these bottom ones are so thin and fiddly, we just do these by hand. Move that bit round to the front. So that one's. Oh, hang on. Put that bit round. There's the gap in this one. Then that one. And then like that. Yeah, this is number 4. Okay. Little top sign. These we can use the ring pliers for. Okay, so there we're front, so this will go to the back. Careful not to scratch anything. Oops. Okay. Put that on. Top one, which also has the top. And the opening for this one will be on this side. Just pop that into there. Now stop. So that's how the piston rings go on. We'll do that with the remaining 3. But this one we've already oiled up all the way around. Put this guy around it. Let's just make sure that's as tight as we possibly can. Two more clicks on that. Then we've oiled up the cylinder. Going to hit and stick. Need my variable pressure tacking tool. Yeah, variable pressure tacking tool. Make sure that is flat down onto the block as we can, and then this should just smoothly slide in as we go along. Make sure that this is still as flat to the block as possible, and there you go, piston in. Check for everything there. This dot here represents the front of the engine, so it needs to make sure that that dot is facing the front, because the valves are different sizes for the exhaust valves and the inlet valves. Okay, and we'll do the rest.
So yeah, where are we at?
Oh, so we had a little cock up. Andy couldn't read the manual correctly, and there's a difference between inch pounds and foot pounds. So that's what happens when you take an inch pound measurement and do it in foot pounds instead, which is the oil squirter.
Hey, there's two bits there.
Yes, so that goes in there.
Shouldn't there be one bit?
And it snaps off, and yeah. So anyway, that was an £8 mistake. A new one will be here on Tuesday, which sort of stalls us a little bit because we can't put all the bottom stuff on the engine. So we can't put the oil sucker uppy thingy straw, the oil straw. There we go, and the sump on. But we can put the oil pump on, and we can put the water pump on, and a couple of other little bits and pieces. But
hold on.
But look, pistons. And when I turn this wheel, and I can turn it by hand, and pistons go up and down. So, bang, bang.
It's supposed to work the other way though, isn't it? You know, the explosion drives the wheel. You can't just go turning it.
Well. Okay, so the head is on, and torqued it down to the correct specifications in stages. This one, this one, this one, this one. So you're sort of doing like an anti-clockwise sort of motion with them. So the head's on. Head gasket was in. So the head was skimmed, but this the block was just cleaned up, and then brand new gasket on. Made sure that was all perfectly clean as it went on, and then you had the bolts. Now what I'm doing is quite a tedious task, which is you see these are the lifters, and before they go in they need to be filled with oil. So if you can see the little air bubble on the side, okay, I think I've just finished that one. But if you push these down in oil, there we go. So You can see that oil bubble coming, a little bubble. So keep on doing that with them until they fill up with oil, and then pop them in the head, and then after that we're ready to put the cams back on.
Go.
Okay, so we get to the point where we need to put the gearbox onto the engine. So we've got brand new license flywheel, stage 3 clutch, and yeah, that's all that there, already bolted on. And now we're going to put that on here.
And what's the stage 3 clutch, yo?
I don't know.
Should we cut that bit?
I think it's good. Yeah. It was more expensive than the stage 1 and the stage 2s, and it had a higher horsepower number next to it. So yeah. But yeah, engine is almost there.